Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Started from the Bottom. We're looking pretty good for this Champions League spot in the Premier League in our first season. Been unreal. Let's get into today's game because I've got an unreal new gen that I need to show you. So guys, last time out you would have seen the double header in the Premier League against Chelsea and then the defeat to Man City. Since then we have toppled Tottenham away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium before a disappointing game against West Ham. Ollie Denham was sent off in that game, but we were already 2-0 down at that point. It was really isolated result actually. If you look at the teams that we've lost to this season, they've all been relatively big hitters. So that one to West Ham was very disappointing. In our last appearance out, we beat the team that we are sharing the stadium with currently 3-0, thanks to goals from Charlie Wellens, Valentin Vega and Emmanuel in the 89th minute, making the game done basically. So in today's video, we will be taking on West Brom, who are 17th in the table. I thought that'd be a nice little fun one, playing someone who is quite low down in the table, and also the team that came up with us last season. We then travel to Brighton, and the reason I'm showing you Brighton is because of Gary Morrison, this new gen. He looks stunning. Absolutely stunning for a 19-year-old. He's come through the Liverpool Academy by the looks of things. How much did Brighton pay for him? Ooh, 30.5 million. That is a lot. He's central attacking midfielder, plays that attacking midfield support role, perfect for me. Look at he's really good free kick taking, good heading, good long shots, really nice passing at 18, 16 for penalties as well. He'd be my penalty taker, no doubt. 17 in terms of technique. Pretty nice mental attributes, especially for someone who is 19 years old. He's also got 17 pace, 17 agility and 16 acceleration. He is listed as a wonder kid. He's got that balanced personality. We could figure that out, I'm sure, get that a little bit better. He has the player traits of moves into channels, gets forward whenever possible, does not dive into tackles, and likes the ball played into his feet, which works pretty well for me. In 32 appearances in all competitions this season, he scored 9 and got 4 assists, scoring both the penalties that he has taken. This guy is someone who I'm very much considering. However, the estimated cost of between 60 to 123 million does scare me. But I'm intrigued to see how he plays. I can't remember how he played in the last time we played Brighton. But first of all, we have the small matter of a game against West Brom at Bournemouth. Obviously, we are still ground sharing. That stadium is taking a long time. We have Bailey in goal, Rivas, who I must say is coming along absolutely swimmingly. The Peruvian right back, I think he's doing a really good job for us. Still only 19 years old himself, doing a really good job there. Emmanuel, Menji, Diaz, Bilbao, Muzo, Anwar, Fury, Wellens, Vega. You know the boys. Let's get into the game against West Brom. So this is the West Brom team. Sam Johnson still in goal for them. Herbie Kane, another one of note for me. Tahith Chong and obviously Mitrovic up front. They obviously do have this new gen as well. Jem Prout, English guy, he's not played for England. At senior level, has come through West Brom's academy, and he looks pretty decent. Nothing too special from him. Obviously, this is a team that we should be beating. I'll just let Phil Neville do the duties there, and we will go into this game. This is a game, as I said, that we should be winning. We have opened up a nice little gap. Oh, Bailey, that's not great. Should have caught that. We've opened up a nice little gap between ourselves in 4th, and I think it's Leicester in 5th. And Man City in 6th. So hopefully we can get a nice 3 points here before we go and play Brighton to solidify that a little bit more. I will show you the table at the end of these 2 games, guys, and break things down for you, because I think the gulf in class between like ourselves, even though we're 4th, and Liverpool at the top of the table is just massive. It's going to take an absolute miracle to knock a team like Liverpool off the top of this Premier League with the money that they have behind them. But I'm hoping that the Champions League, should we qualify, will be, oh, just skim the bar there. I'm hoping that the Champions League revenue and the money that we will get for finishing inside the top 4 will be spectacular for us. As I've been talking there, that first half has just absolutely flown by in a game that I was anticipating it would be a really interesting one for you guys to watch. We've not really seen too much. We will stay on attacking as obviously we don't have a goal yet. Anwar throws the ball in, but it gets cleared to Bilbao. He's on the edge of the penalty area. Good run here, and he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. That's a little bit disappointing. We've kind of taken our foot off the gas a little bit, I must say. It's a little bit disappointing, but obviously we do have that gap to Leicester to play with. Obviously Man City are resurging as well, but they are currently 10 points behind us. The ball's gone in the back of the net there. Is that an OG? It is an OG. Mitrovic putting it into his own net. That's very disappointing, but another issue coming from set pieces. Valentin Vega swings it in. Emmanuel's there. Really good save from the goalkeeper, and it looks like 2 West Brom players clear it into each other, and VAR is confirming that the ball is over the line there. We are 1-0. We will go to cautious. We do want the 3 points. As I said, I thought this would be a game that we would dominate a little bit more than this. But here come West Brom into the penalty area. Can Mitrovic atone for his own goal? Here he is on the ball. Poor pass into Diaz. Vega's away here. We've got an overlap of a couple of players on that side. But Vega's running in. Ooh, what a goal that would have been. Valentin Vega. I think he's very close to getting a goal bonus from us. I think that is due to 20 league goals in the Premier League. No, referee, you're never giving that as a penalty, are you? Free kick, edge of the penalty area. Wow. I'm surprised that's even a free kick. I personally thought that was a decent challenge. Valentin Vega on the set piece, though. Whips it across. West Brom are able to clear through Mitrovic. Fury putting on the pressure, forcing a punt long. But Fury's been blown up for a foul there. And West Brom have the ball out on this right hand side with Tahith Chong. Goes all the way back into Herbie Kane into the central midfield role, and Anwar will pick up that loose touch back to Diaz, and we have the ball. As you can see, the rain is chucking it down in Bournemouth where we are playing this home game, but we are playing some really nice football around the back here as Rivas has got some room to run into. He's got Bilbao running beyond. Back to the playmaker in Christian Muzo. Looks all the way out to Anwar. Anwar's 1v1 on this side. Goes to the ball. Vega gets there, but it is blocked. Cleared back to Rivas, and we go again. Into Bilbao, into Vega. Good block again from West Brom. Another block to deny Vega. 10 minutes of the game to go. Looks like we are in control. Slightly having a few more chances. I've got no subs to make. I don't need to make subs. I've got a couple of decent players on the bench, but I don't feel they are needed just yet. So that is full time. Mitrovic own goal deciding it. I'm going to say nice victory. Well done. Just keep the morale up. Doing pretty well in the league there. Opened up a 10-point gap. Batting control as baggies are brushed aside. So let's move on to this game against Brighton. Okay then, so it is match day. We are away at Brighton now. I did just want to jump into the finances section just to show you how well we are doing in terms of overall balance. Up just over 28 million now. That is solely down to the TV revenue that is coming in the Premier League. As you can see here, the expenditure for this month is 1.6 million, divided up player wages, bonuses, loyalty bonuses, staff wages, etc, etc. Big outgoings there in terms of the expenditure, but that is totally eclipsed by the TV revenue that we've received of 4.7 million, and we are only on the 19th of April. There's still a lot to come. As you can see, overall balance is doing pretty well. Is there anything that I can ask for? Let's okay, so I've just asked for the increase in transfer revenue. We now get 100% of the transfer revenue, which is really nice. Is there any other requests that I could make that I kind of want to do? not looking like it. No, so we will just sit with 28 million in the bank and wait for these facilities to improve. Obviously we've got the training facilities and the youth facilities under improvement again. Now we've jumped into the club vision, but they are not going to be completed until October 2025, and then the stadium will not be done until June 2026. So we've still got a long way to go with that. The team for this game against Brighton, we've got Bailey, Rivas, Emmanuel Menji, Diaz, Bilbao, Ilderton instead of Christian Muzzo for this game. Anwar, Fury, Wellens, Vega. That's all you need to know, isn't it, really? Got another good team coming in now. Let's take on Brighton and see how this wonder kid gets on. It looks like they're playing him in central midfield, which is not his position. It's not where I'd play him either. He looks phenomenal technically, but let's see. Who else have they got? Adonis Coleman. Okay, nothing too severe. Dominic Solanke there. Or Campos, not too bad. They've got a Muzzo of their own. We'll go into the dressing room. Got the instructions set for 6 Brighton players. Interested to see what our team thought of Morrison. He's got a really nice scout rating. Vega flicks one on into Menji, and their Muzzo, not Christian Muzzo, catches the ball, but Menji is flagged offside. Anwar with the long throw. These set pieces really causing the issue today. Diaz gets back ahead of his man to Menji, all the way back to Bailey, who allows the Brighton players to advance outside of their own third. Emmanuel gets caught on the ball there. Ocampos is in. Bailey forced into a good save. The first shot of the game goes to Brighton. And we save it. Bilbao able to counter from that corner though. And gets caught. And that's the end of the highlight. Cheers, FM. Thank you very much. Brighton looking pretty bright here. Pardon the pun. Looks like we are kind of scrapping for it again. Nothing really ticking. Back to Rivas. Into Vega. Ilderton now on the ball. The Australian drives forward. Looks for a ball over the top, but it's not dealt with perfectly by Brighton. Out to Bilbao on this right hand side. Good cross. Vega not there. Not in that position. Brighton are able to pass out quite nicely, and they've got an attack of their own now. As Leonardo skips past Emmanuel. And then fires his shot wide of that right-hand post. Goal kick for Brighton then. He kicks it straight to Bilbao, who's able to break into the space. Matthias Bilbao, good save from the Brighton goalkeeper there. Really, really good save low down to his right-hand side. We have the set piece. Vega whips it in. Emmanuel, it's another block. Brighton doing pretty well at frustrating us, really. We're having a decent amount of chances. The game seems relatively balanced, but we're not quite getting it done in this final third. Their goalkeeper clears it nicely this time, and Brighton are able to play. They advance into our half. Campos back to the right back. And we continue the pressure. It's not good enough. Marcus Leonardo even. God, I can't even read. Marcus Leonardo gets the goal for Brighton. Ball from the left back. Into the midfielder. Yates pulls the trigger. Nice ball through. Gets a cross in front of Ilderton, I think that is. And Brighton take the lead. Leonardo gets a goal there just before half time. A little bit of a sucker punch. I'm going to assertively say, show me something in this second half. Not really been ticking for this entire episode after the international break. Expect a lot more from this team. 10 minutes of the second half gone and still nothing going, as we have a highlight right outside our own penalty area here. Anwar wins the header into Ilderton, back to Rivas. Come on, boys. Oh, that's a sloppy. Ocampos with the ball on there, the Brighton left. We're pressuring. I've not seen a lot of Morrison this game. Emmanuel wins the ball back. Very nicely done from the Brazilian. Vega there releases Felix Fury. He's through. He's one-on-one. He's only got 10 finishing. No one expects him to score from that position. The two central attacking midfielders not really doing it here. might have to make a switch. With 20 minutes to go, we will bring on Christian Muzzo for Felix Fury. Ilderton can go and play central attack and midfield. Ilderton not actually playing very well, so let's give Victor Fusto a go, shall we? Victor Fusto can come in at central attack and midfield, and we will Phil O'Neill maybe. Nah, let's just leave things as they are. 20 minutes to go. We're still a goal behind. We've got a big enough gap to be okay. Anwar gets caught there by Hasai. Goes round him again into the penalty area, and they are able to clear. Only to us though, as Christian Muzzo's got two players closing him down instantly as soon as he comes on. Back to Beatty. That's a great touch from Anwar. Hits it first time. I don't know why he's hit it first time. And the Brighton goalkeeper's able to gather. Another ball over the top's done it. Oh, great save low down from Beatty there. To deny Leonardo his second of the game. Muzzo clears only to Yates on the edge of the penalty area. Diaz. Oh god, we are sliding into challenges left, right and centre here. 15 minutes to go. Anwar with the free kick. Whips it across. No set piece going at the moment. As Brighton are able to break here. Oh, evades one challenge. But Diaz steps in nicely. The man on loan from Porto. Poor clearance from us. But Vega's putting the pressure on. Into Morrison. And that right there is why I'm looking at Gary Morrison. Hasn't really done anything all game. And then look at his run here. It is superb from the midfielder. Takes a touch and then rifles it past Beatty at his near post. Gary Morrison with the goal. Brighton go 2-0 up. This is a very disappointing result. I think we've played okay. We've just not really got much done. Vega with the set piece. Swings it across. Fusto is blocked. And oh no, he's bottled the 50-50. Leonardo's into the penalty area. Good strike and another good save from Beatty, who's probably been the Bath City man of the match this game. We've been pretty poor all told. Luckily, there's not too many games of the season left because I think we need an injection of something new into this team. A little bit more depth, maybe a little bit more options off the bench. That was a disappointing result. You are correct, Phil Neville. We advance through. We are still fourth. Let me just read these two. Oh, the Bayern manager is looking at Anwar. Chelsea and Bayern are looking at Anwar. Superb. Well, that's great, isn't it? Let's jump into the Premier League table. With 34 games played, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. Let's open it up fully. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the golf in class. As you can see there at the bottom of the table, Birmingham have been relegated already. They've still got 5 games left to play, but they do only have 10 points. Really, it's just awful from Birmingham. I think they did come up through the playoffs last season, but it's just not good enough, is it? Bournemouth, Watford and West Brom are all down there, all within a shot of going down. Surprising to see a team like Tottenham in 14th. Also Arsenal in 8th. I guess some people would say that's kind of where Arsenal belong at the moment. Manchester City in 6th is a nuts one as well, if you ask me. But obviously, if they do win their game in hand against Leicester, they will go back into 5th. Then you find ourselves in 4th. We are at 65. I think we are like the difference in between the top 3 high spending teams and the rest of the league at the moment. As you can see there, we are 8 points behind Manchester United, 13 behind Chelsea, and 15 behind Liverpool. Liverpool and Chelsea have already qualified for those Champions League places because of their advantage in points over me. it's just one of those things. If we take a look at Manchester United and we look at their transfer history, they bought 3 players and spent 187 million. But if you look at Manchester United's transfer history, 187 million. Season before, 324 million. 324 million. Rodrigo, Sancho, and Santa Maria. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Season before that, 232. Season before that, 318. Like 291 the season before that. It's absolutely nuts from Manchester United. And I imagine if we look at some of these others, Chelsea are much the same. We open up their transfer history, 328 million. They've signed Ziyech, which they've done in real life here. Good little transfer. But 328 million there. Oh, was it the wrong end? So they signed, yeah, 328 million, signed Ziyech. The 282 million. 173, 291, another 95 million. You know, this is just spending that I just cannot keep up with. Let's see what Liverpool's like in comparison with Klopp still as their manager. 134 million, 121 million, 261 million. Just under 40 million. That one wasn't too bad. I could probably spend that. And then 160 million the season before. 102 of that being just on Marquinhos, which is absolutely ludicrous money. And then 34 million for Alex Telles, who I've not even seen them play, but that was because that was at the start of this save. So that is kind of the gap in between ourselves. I'm hoping that if we can secure this European qualification, obviously we are currently 10 points clear, but Leicester do have a game in hand. And there is only 4 games to play. So I will jump into our schedule. There's not that many games left to play. We've got games against Everton, Wolves, Leicester and Burnley. I will bring you back for the game against Leicester as they are 5th and we are 4th. That may be the decider that qualifies us for the Champions League. So if you have enjoyed today's video, guys, it's been a little bit of an interesting episode. An own goal and then a loss to Brighton, so you've not even seen us score this episode. But if you have enjoyed it and you are enjoying the series, don't forget to give the video a like and to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. But for now, guys, I will see you very soon, I think on Thursday, for another episode of Started from the Bottom, where hopefully we have secured qualification into the Champions League. I'll see you then.